Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Srinivasa Biology Tutorial. For this section to discuss morphology of flowering plants part 2, that is the leaf. The leaf. The leaf is a lateral, generally the flattened structure borne on the stem. It is in a lateral structure that borne on the stem like. And it develops at the node and bear a bud in its axis. Already you know the stem consists of nodes and internodes. In that node region, their leaves are born, and the axillary buds lateral to develop into branches. Here sometimes they produce as here axillary buds. In this axillary buds, it is developed into as any branches. It is also there develops from as any branches, and the leaves originated from the shoot apical meristem and it's arranged in a acropetal order. So here the shoot apical meristem to develop with the part of in a acropetal manner. In that acropetal manner means here it is a stem. The larger leaves arranged as in a the basal side. When go to as in a terminal part, what happen? The leaves will be they get short. The leaves to get short. So this arrangement means large to short. That arrangement is called as an acropetal manner. That is called acropetal manner. And they are mostly important for the vegetative organs and photosynthesis. The leaves, the major function is they participated as in a vegetative organs for photosynthesis. And mostly the typical leaf consists of three parts. A typical leaf consists of three parts. The first one is in a, this part is leaf base, and this part is petiole, and this entire part is the leaf lamina. This is in a leaf lamina. Mostly they having as three parts: leaf base, petiole, and then leaf lamina. A typical leaf consists of three main parts, that is a leaf base, petiole, and leaf lamina. This leaf attached to the stem is called leaf base. When here this entire the base, the leaf to get attached to the stem, this part is called as a completely the leaf base. And here and may bear the two lateral small leaf like structures is called as an stipules. See here in that part they have a small the leaf like structures is noticed, they are called as a stipule. That stipule to get help to as a, see they get help to as a, when the leaf they get completely their movement the time to get give as a support. Okay, and in monocotyledons, the leaf base expanded into the sheath covering the stem partially or wholly. Or you notice as in a monocot stems, in this monocot stem, they are mostly the leaves are wholly, they are partially they get arranged like here, completely wholly or partially they are covered like in monocot stem. In some legume plants, the leaf base may become swollen, which is called as a pelvineous leaf base. In some members, that entire the leaf, when get attached here, it has in that some swollen part is noticed. That swollen part is called as a completely pelvineous leaf base. In this pelvineous leaf base, to get stored the food materials. Next, the petiole helps to hold that blood to light. That ended there leaf completely in this part to get help for as in their hold for the blood light. And the long within flexible petioles allow the leaf base their fertile in wind, they are cooling the leaf and they bring the fresh air the leaf surface. Then completely when this petiole to get expanded, what happened to get take as in that fresh air and water the cooling surface like that is called as what? Completely in a that petiole, that is in a petiole. Now after seeing that the leaf lamina or leaf blade is a green expanded part of the leaf within the veins and veinlets. So remaining this part is called as what? It is completely in a leaf lamina. In this leaf lamina there consists of what? Your veins is present and then your veinlets also present. Veins and veinlets also present. Now here there is the usually the middle port, the prominent vein, it is known as a midrib. See here in this middle part in this vein is present, This vein is called as what? That is in a middle vein or midrib or rachis. And then here the veins that provide the rigidity of the leaf blade to act as a channel transport of water minerals. So here to get complete get act as the transport of the water and minerals. Okay, and in this leaf lamina to get provide as in the shape and margin affect the surface and extend the extent of incision of lamina the various different leaves. So it is to complete to provide as in a different the incisions, laminas, whatever completely. These are the in a leaf. Now what is venation? What is venation? Venation means the arrangement of leaves within a leaf lamina is called as in a venation. The arrangement of veins and veinlets. See here, it is in a leaf. Within a leaf, arrangement of vein, this is a vein, and these are completely veinlets. So the arrangement of veins and veinlets is called as a venation. And when the veinlets form the network, venation the term as in the reticulate. So when that complete to get arranged like to get appear as in it look like a network like structure, that is called as what? Reticulate venation. And here when the veins run parallelly to each other within the lamina, the venation termed as in a parallel venation. So when the entire here the veins are arranged as in a parallel, that is called as in a parallel venation. In this parallel venation you noticed on the only for monocots. Notice as in a monocots. Reticulate venation you notice as in a dicot plants. Dicot plants. Here the leaves are dicotyledon and the plants generally possess as in reticulate venation, while the parallel venation characteristic of most monocotyledon plants. That is in a monocotyledon plants. Next, here how many types of leaves as present? Types of leaves. Next one, types of leaves. Here a leaf said to be simple when the lamina is entire or when incised with the incisions do not touch the midrib. Such a leaf is called as a simple leaf. Here when you take as a particular leaf, in this leaf they consist of as an incisions. These are the incisions. In these incisions do not touch the midrib. It is a midrib, right? It is in a midrib. And these are the incisions. These are completely in a their incisions. In this incision do not touch the midrib. Such kind of leaf is called as a simple leaf. It is called as what? Simple leaf. When incisions of the lamina reach up to midrib, breaking into the small the number of leaflets, that is called as a compound leaf. If in case in this the number of the veins and veinlets to get touch the in a midrib to get forms as here number of leaflets, that is called as a compound leaf. See, it is in a compound leaf. It is in a simple leaf. It is in a compound leaf. A bud present the axis the petiole in the both simple and compound leaves. Here the petiole, the axis of the petiole is present in both simple and compound leaves. But not axial leaflet is compound leaf. But here axial leaflets are of the compound leaf. Now here this compound leaf, here this compound leaf, they are basically two types. These compound leaves are basically two types. One is in a pinnately compound leaf and second one is in a palmately compound leaf. First we talk about as a pinnately compound leaf. The pinnately compound leaf leaflets, the number of leaflets are present on the common axis. The rachis, the which represent as an midrib leaf, is the best example for the name. See, for example, the number of leaflets are arranged here. The number of leaflets are arranged in a common axis. Such kind of leaves are called as a pinnately compound leaf. And next second one is in palmately compound leaves, the leaflets are attached in a common point, the tip of the petiole. Example in silk cotton. Here, the tip of the region to get enter the leaves are to get formed. Like this is called as what? Compound palmately compound leaf. Example, silk, cotton. Next, phyllotaxy. Here, what is a phyllotaxy? Phyllotaxy. The arrangement of leaves on the in a stem or branches is called phyllotaxy. Pattern of arrangement of leaves on the stem or branches. This usually there are three types: alternate phyllotaxy, opposite phyllotaxy, and rolled phyllotaxy. Here, first alternate phyllotaxy. This type of phyllotaxy, the single leaflet arises at each node alternate manner. See, here 1, here 2, here 3, here 4, here 5, 6, like they are arranged as an alternate manner. They get arranged as in a their alternate manner. The leaves are arranged as in a alternate manner. Such kind of leaves is called as in a completely alternate phyllotaxy. In this single leaf arranged for each node, it is an alternate manner. Example, China rose, mustard, and sunflower plants. Each node, they have arranged as only one single leaf will be they get formed. Example, China rose and mustard and then sunflower. And opposite phyllotaxy. See that leaves are arranged as an opposite manner. At common node, there are two opposite leaves. Each node has a two opposite leaves as present here. In that opposite type of pair of leaves arise each node and allow opposite each other as in a calotropis and guava plants. So the leaves are arranged as in a opposite. That is example is in a they are calotropis and guava plants. And third one, and in more of the two leaves arise at a node from the whole is called as a rolled phyllotaxy. Example, Allosteria. At each common node, they are arranged as a number of leaves as present. Such arrangement is called as a rolled phyllotaxy. Example is Allostonia. That is in a Allostonia. These are the incompletely leaf. The next, the inflorescence. The next one, the inflorescence. A flower is modified shoot where in the shoot apical meristem the change to as in a floral meristem, that is called as an inflorescence. Here completely the shoot meristem is modified to as in a floral meristem. The internodes do not elongated in this axis get condensed. The apex produces a different kinds of the floral appendages. The laterally the successive nodes instead to as in leaves. Here that complete the floral axis, the number of leaves, the flowers formed here, they are different manner. Now, when the shoot tip is transformed into as in a flower, here completely the total shoot tip, when you take as in a one completely in the floral axis, in that floral axis to get formed as a number of their flowers will be to get formed. Here, number of their flowers are to get formed here. The number of flowers are to get born here, like. Now, the arrangement of flowers on the floral axis is called as the inflorescence. The number of flowers are arranged as in a different manner, that is called as in a floral axis. The depending upon whether apex to get depends upon the flower is continue, grow or not, that depends on the inflorescence are defined to as in a racemose and cymose. For example, here in this floral axis to growing is continuously or not. They are growing as in a continuously or not. They are based on their inflorescence two types. One is in a racemose inflorescence, second one is in a cymose inflorescence. First one is racemose type of inflorescence. The main axis continue to grow. The flowers are laterally in that acropetal succession. Here, this entire the floral axis to grow as in a continuously, and the flowers are arranged as an acropetal manner, means larger flowers as in a basal side, when go to as in a terminal to get becomes as in a smaller one. That arrangement is called acropetal succession. Next, second one is cymose type of inflorescence. In that cymose type of inflorescence, the main axis formed as in a flower. In that main axis to get bear as in a flower. So when they are the main axis, the terminal part to bear forms, what happened? The cymosome of inflorescence, the main axis terminate the flower, hence the limited growth, the flowers borne as in a basipetal manner or basipetal order. See, when the terminal, in the terminal region to get bear as or form as in any flower, what happened in that completely the basal side to get forms as in a flower, that is in a basipetal order, that is in a completely basipetal order. Okay, see they given as an investor the cymose inflorescence, it is in a cymose inflorescence. Okay, remaining to discussing next class. Thank you for watching.